And then I ate some rotten berries. Man, I had some strong gases eking out of my butt that day.
Hey, it's father time. I'm in a state of mourning for the tragic loss of Shawn Marion, my favorite basketball player. On Wednesday, February 6th, 2008, the Matrix was tragically traded to the worst and my least favorite team, the Miami Heat. Okay, here I'm battling this dude Atreyu. We're doing a maximum 3 borderline Pokemon battle, and the rest are UU. So it's very interesting because you see a lot of Pokemon you wouldn't normally see in battles, which I like, and kind of ends up being evident that I don't see a Drapion much because right here I use Psychic and I didn't know it was Dark. I thought it was Poison and Ground, or Poison something, Poison and Bug maybe, I don't know. But okay, so it didn't really make a difference because I get to set up Parafusion, so one turn isn't really going to hurt. He only set up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, so that's all good right there. So I only take 1 poison, you know, and 1 layer is all he's going to be using, but he ends up whirlwinding out to my 1 borderline guy, my Flygon, and I was sort of expecting maybe he would switch out because Earthquake would probably 1-hit KO, but I ended up going with the Stone Edge and it misses, so I gotta get out of there now and so I can keep him alive. And here I'm gonna go for the I didn't know what the Drapion's special defense is like, but I figured it was more physically defensive. So I get 1 Hydro Pump off. Unfortunately, the first one missed, so I'm not able to defeat the Drapion yet, and it's set up and knockoffs are pretty annoying right here. And so I think I set up Reflect, and Reflect is going to be a pretty big help for some guys and surviving some hits, but ended up switching out and getting some nice Paralyze. And the Mr. Mime, it turns out to be a very big annoyance for him, and so based on that he kind of inspired me to for what you might see in hopefully what will be my next video. But unfortunately 1 Waterfall isn't enough to kill off the Drapion, and I needed to. That 1 extra turn I really could have used, as you'll see coming up here, but I was thinking, I don't know what Mighty Inas do, maybe Sucker Punch or whatever, but so I go with the Dragon Dance, and he ends up protecting and getting the Toxic Orb, and I was thinking Guts, but I didn't know about Quick Feet, but now I do, and that's why I was slower. And see, that 1 extra turn of Poison I would have been able to use for maybe him, but I probably wouldn't have. But as his Hitmonchan is actually Scarfed, and so is my Flygon, so that's why I was able to be faster. And because I was faster, later on I won't recognize that he has a Choice Scarf on him, so it'll actually hurt me out, as you'll see later. But unfortunately Earthquake does not kill him. I think that was RNG. I don't think that was max damage. I think it could have gone either way, maybe 50-50 of surviving or not surviving it, the Earthquake. But as you see, this kind of Paralyze and Confuse kind of takes that 50-50 chances a lot through this battle. But anyway, so I didn't want to set up Parafusion on him because I wanted to set up Hypnosis, and it misses, but luckily he hurts himself in Confusion, so that's all good. And I'm going to go with Hypnosis again, and it hits, hooray. And right now I'm just hoping for not 1 turn Wake Up, and he woke up. But he's still confused. I needed 1 more turn to Wake Up would have been very helpful. In fact, 2 turns would have been perfect, because he snaps out of Confusion after that, and he hits with Ice Beam. As you can see, the sub survived, which leads me to believe a Surf wouldn't have broken the sub either. Maybe, probably, I don't think it would have, but finally gets the Surf that destroys the sub, and Unfortunately, one Thunderbolt from Life Orb Manectric didn't one-hit KO, and so I'm still left subless for when he brings back in his Hitmonchan, who I still don't realize is Choice Scarfed. So I'm still thinking I'm faster because this dude has max speed, and so when he outspeeds me, I'm all like, what? And then I'm like, oh yeah, he must be Scarfed, and I just wasn't able to realize it because of my Flygon was also Scarfed. So bring in Almastar because Paralyze is going to make him extremely slow even with a Choice Scarf. So get Ice Beam. That's all great. Got rid of the Choice Scarf, and here I could have switched to Mr. Mime because Mr. Mime does have very good special defense, but I was pretty sure 2 hits on Mr. Mime would kill, and I really wanted Mr. Mime to set up Paralyze and Confusion, and so I could set up with Drift Bloom. So I take the Thunderbolt like I knew I would, get the Thunder Wave. Now I'm faster, and instead of going with the Psychic, I went for the Confuse Ray for Parafusion because I wanted the best chance to be able to set up a substitute with Drift Bloom. So I finally got to Drift Bloom, and I get the substitute, and unfortunately he snaps out of Confusion, but still is paralyzed, and that's great Parafusion work for on my part of the battle. But unfortunately, Shadow Ball is the only move I have, damaging move I have on my Drift Bloom, so I'm just going to leave you guys with some music to head out on, because the rest of this is pretty much just going to be, pretty boring as a whole. Okay, what music? Great music.